But I feel that we have to address this double standard, because if she was white, or if she had a flatter bum or less breasts, I don't think people would be having an issue with her. This is something that I was body shamed for when I worked on the news in Dallas, Texas. It was this viral global moment where a woman told me that I looked like I was a size 16, 18 trying to fit into a dress size 6.
Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos, and welcome to another episode of He Rants. I am your host, Felix. Long trousers, man, you know the deal, man. Subscribe, like, comment, all that fun stuff. Let's get into this. Greetings, mofos, and let's go through these videos together. I'm sorry. Let's just get into this.
Stop lying to yourself. I can't have sex without being emotionally tied. Dude, I can you and literally not think about you the next day. Stop giving yourself that much credit.
But no, hold on. Let go. Why can't you do that? Why?
The same reason you guys can, because I'm not in tune with myself. That's why.
Most women don't behave that way. So when a woman does, let me finish. When a woman does and she's a, even though a man can and he's a, it's different for you than it is for me.
Why?
Because emotionally, those women, we want a woman that can emotionally bond with us, not one that's been a who can't later on. So it's different.
Let me say this.
They are more likely to leave you. According to psychology studies, a woman with more than 10 bodies has a higher rate of divorce with a man, according to psychologist.com.
I'm trying to understand Brittany Renner's purpose at this point, right? We already know she's a part of the Street Coalition. She's one of the prime gold members, gold standards when it comes to the ladies of the streets. But it's almost like she's going from podcast to podcast, just trying to destroy her name even further. I don't know if she's trying to change minds. At this point, I don't think anybody is getting their mind changed. But hey, anything for clout. Is it helping her get more exposure? Yes. Is it lowering her chances of marriage? Absolutely. But listen, once you join the streets, your chances of marriage have already been depleted. You already devoted your life. It's almost like a sacrifice, almost like a ritual, right? But going based on what they were saying, right? People have to understand double standards is a thing. It just is. We just have to be able to live with it, right? Just double standards that benefit women, which I feel like majority of double standards benefit women, and there's double standards that benefit men. And the main one that I feel like that benefits men is smashing, just being able to smash other girls and everything, right? That's basically it for real. I guess you can say a double standard is if a man has a child, maybe it's easier for them to be considered a good father. But then some people might even argue, some people just automatically give the label of a good mother to a woman just for having a daughter. So I mean, but at the same time, like I say, it's just double standards. It's one of those things, right? When she's having this argument with this guy, they don't understand. When a dude smashes a lot of girls, right? And he's looked at as the guy, he's looked at as a Chad, he's looked at as alpha. You feel me, right? A lot of people hate when you say that type of stuff, right? It's like, oh, that's so stupid. That's just a dumb way of looking and thinking. But it's just the reality of it, all right? What a woman does, it's just frowned upon. A lot of guys don't like that. A lot of guys don't want to know that a lot of men have penetrated her, right? And when we do it, right? Because listen, when I was younger, I used to believe that women when they, sleep, they usually always catch feelings, and that's not honestly true. I want people to understand that there's a lot of women out here. Listen, there's a lot of ladies of the asphalt that's out here, manhole princesses, that do not get attached. You know what I'm saying? They do not get attached. They can just move on like nothing happened. Those women are dangerous, right? Those women are absolutely dangerous because they're not the ones that you want to marry, right? Look, like the guy said, and he is actually accurate. There are actually studies showing that women who have multiple bodies, right? The more bodies they have, the less likely they are to stay with you throughout a marriage, right? I don't know why that is. I don't know. It's because they like the taste of multiple penises or something. Like, I don't know. But for some reason, the higher the body count, the less likely she is to stay in the marriage with you. Kim Kardashian, right? Granted, I don't know Kim Kardashian's body count, man. For the most part, I think we only know of 5 confirmed kills. Those could be the only joints that she smashed. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, it is what it is, right? But yeah, so those are the things. So when people see Brittany Renner, right, and I think Brittany Renner came out, or her book, she said that she allegedly smashed like 24 people, if you want to believe that. that's a pretty decent body count, son. So her chances of marriage, it's pretty low. And she's going on this little, tour and everything to destroy herself and stuff. So it is what it is when it comes to that. But these are just the double standards. When a man has multiple bodies, he can still, in general, just men in general are just less likely to go for divorce anyways, man. If you look at it, most, I think it was like 75 or 80%. Within that ballpark is the amount of
around 70 to 80% of all divorces are initiated by women. I don't know why I was struggling to say that. It's freaking crazy. But yeah, that's the see. Now I'm struggling to say this.
File for divorce. So I mean, if that doesn't tell you, some people might make the argument because they have more to lose when it comes to divorce. Man, that's true too. But
so 14 kids. I think you had 10 last time you was on here.
14 plus.
14 plus?
Yeah.
I think you ain't done, is you?
That's half good. All right. Hey, look. I'm gonna be real. You wanna be real?
Come on, be real with us.
Nah, I ain't done. I ain't done. I told you I print this shit, so it's really about as long as you take care of it, it's all good. So that don't even matter, you feel me? I got the mamas and the babies, you feel me? So all of them got different babies. All of them got different baby mamas. I got all of them too, you feel me? I'm on some boss shit, you feel me? I told you I'm printing this shit, for real.
That's a lot of mouths to feed, bro.
I ain't tripping, I'm printing this shit.
Yeah.
this guy is the is the great Pookie and Ray Ray combined. That's what he's talking about, son. He's definitely the final boss when it comes to the hood dudes, son. Like, bro, this guy is smashing the whole neighborhood, son. He's smashing the block, son. So this is the type of guy that's gonna have cousins out here not knowing that they cousins and they go on a date in the future when they meet each other in high school or something like that. That's ridiculous. This guy's definitely Nick Cannon's protege. Actually, no, I think he's doing more dastardly stuff than Nick Cannon. And you guys understand, I respect Nick Cannon to the greatest ability, right? But this guy is ridiculous, man. I want people to understand this though. His name is Jay Fizzle. All right. The moment you heard that his name was Jay Fizzle, you already knew just off the rip. Hey, if a dude say, "Hello, how you doing? My name's Jay Fizzle," you already know he has at least 5 kids out of wedlock. No way, with no intentions of getting married to any of them. So I'm telling you that automatically. You're like, yeah, you got 5 kids, don't you? It's like, how did you know? No, I just know these things. That's what you're talking about. That's the vibes that you get from this guy, though, son. But yeah, son, the mere fact that he came on there, he said last time he was on there, he had 10. He made 4 more from the last interview. Granted, I don't know how long it doesn't really matter how long the last interview was. The guy looks pretty young, son. So I don't think it was that far away, son. It's crazy. I want people to understand this too, though. When people get mad at, the people who say, oh, there's a lot of dudes out here having babies out of wedlock and stuff like that, making single mothers and all this stuff like that, right? If you look at it, I think they said statistically like 40% of men, or maybe in the black community, I think 40% don't, by the time they're 30, don't have any children. You understand that, right? But I want to ask you guys, find a woman who's 30 years old without at least one child. Show me one that's at least 30 years old without at least one child. You might find one, maybe 2, but majority of them have at least one child. If they don't, they probably might have had a miscarriage. You feel me? Like that, son. But for the most part, they've had at least one child, son. Hey, any of y'all had a miscarriage, man, I want to let you guys know. The reason why I'm bringing up how many dudes don't really have a lot of kids by the time they're 30 is because it seems like a lot of women are smashing the same guys. It's the same guys that be having multiple women pregnant, and they're basing a lot of guys off of this one guy, right? Look, most of these guys that have kids, bro, they be having like 3, 4 kids, different baby mothers and all that stuff. They're smashing the same guy. Look at Future, man. Future got like how many damn kids? So I look at the women who do this and I be like, man, you girls are dummies, man. You guys are retarded, son. You're putting yourselves in a bad position. This guy's going out here, even though he has a lot of money. I'm assuming he has a lot of money. I don't know. I mean, he's feeling confident. He still wants to have more. all the women around him seem happy. He's creating single mothers. These are girls who he's not planning on getting married to, son. There's no way he can please all of them at the same time. So he's setting those children up for failure, even though he has money, son. Let's keep it a band. At the same time, I want to commend this guy. What he's doing right now is actually pretty amazing. I want you to understand, I don't think those 14 girls in that video. The video was actually kind of bad quality, but it looks like it had a few baby mothers there. Those might be like 9, maybe it was 14 there. I'm not sure. Son. It was a good amount sitting on that little, on the steps and everything, right? The mere fact that he's able to have all those girls right there, just in a cohesive group, just everybody's happy. The girls look like they go to the bar afterwards, man. They'd be chilling, probably babysitting each other, kids, play dates and all that stuff. The way that he's able to have them all together happy like that, he's dropping amazing dick. I have to commend on that. Like, he's dropping amazing dick, son. And his game must be impeccable. To have them there just cordial, they all seem happy, elated even, son. Do you not see the happiness? They're able to keep them all happy like that instead of them trying to rip their heads off, trying to all have a piece of his attention. Oh, my kid is more important. I want to know who's the first baby mother, right? She probably thinks she's probably the head joint in there, or maybe she's understanding, maybe she's falling in line too. It's amazing. I'm telling you, that's freaking amazing that he's able to do that. So I want people to understand the difficulty level. He's playing on maximum difficulty right now, son. Call of Duty, I'm telling you. Son, it's an amazing thing that he's doing, but I just feel like at the end of the day, he's setting them all for failure, son. But hey, if these joints is willing to set themselves up and put themselves to be a certified single mother, who am I to judge, right?
But I feel that we have to address this double standard, because if she was white, or if she had a flatter bum or less breasts, I don't think people would be having an issue with her. This is something that I was body shamed for when I worked on the news in Dallas, Texas. It was this viral global moment where a woman told me that I looked like I was a size 16, 18 trying to fit into a dress size 6.
I think, Dimitri, you look amazing in that outfit, right? But I would have to disagree. I think that being on a professional job or more conservative positions like teachers or news anchors, you have to accept the responsibility that comes along with that.
What if I told you that dress that I was wearing, another white anchor wore the same thing and was told nothing?
I believe it.
And she never received that criticism. There are times, right, but I think that for that there's a double standard, and there's nothing wrong with having a more curvaceous figure. I look at this teacher, like I said, fully clothed. I don't think that because you have a big booty or some big breasts that makes you unprofessional. It's very difficult to find clothing that even fits you, because it's just now that the clothing industry is even acknowledging different figures.
That's freaking hilarious. The reason why I'm laughing is just off the strength that she's saying all this while wearing a blazer with cutoffs right here, so you can see pieces of her titty while the blazer being open, so you can see the whole cleavage and everything. That's hilarious, bro. The fact that she's able to say that and say like, oh, we can't find clothes that fit and all that stuff. Let's keep it up there, man. Listen, I already seen this story earlier, right? The story when it came to the Jersey teacher, right? Coming with her BBL and stuff. I think she's Puerto Rican or something like that. She's coming in there with a BBL, booty looking humongous, you know what I'm saying? Even though it's manufactured, still look humongous and everything, wearing the tightest pants and everything. Very unprofessional. Very, very unprofessional, man. I want people to understand that even at a young age, I forgot what grade she teaching, but I'm telling you this, when I was in first grade, there was a 4th grade teacher, a black lady, brown skinned black lady, body ridiculous, right? She dressed conservative, right? Well, I'm not gonna say dressed conservative because her pants were kind of tight, but even in first grade, I was just counting down the years until I got into 4th grade, and I prayed to God that I was in her class, man. I didn't even know how to do have sex, man, but I didn't really know what sex was, but I knew I wanted to do it to that teacher. Whatever sex was, whatever the intercourse thing was, I wanted to do it to that teacher. So trust me, please believe me. Young ages, these kids know for the most part what be going on around here. At least I did. If you talk about that, I was really, I was trying to slay something. I'm trying to dry hump something. If you talking about something, so this thing, people have to understand this, right? She's making the comparison between her and a white girl, right? You have to understand, this white girl, I haven't even seen her, but I'm assuming this. She got no booty. She got no titties. You know, you can make it a race thing, but let's be real. Most Hispanic and black women have voluptuous bodies, man. They're very curvy. Usually have big busts, big booties. You feel me? Like, it's just the way it is, just the genetics of it. You feel me? So, and we have to understand this. When it comes to a woman's figure, women, let's be honest, man. A lot of us see women as sexual creatures, sex symbols in a sense, right? That's why if you go to the Middle East, a lot of countries in the Middle East, women are completely covered up. It's because their body brings up a sexual response, like breast, booty, sexual response, right? We have to understand this. At the end of the day, people can get mad and upset at men, say that, oh man, why can't y'all control yourselves? Because at the end of the day, we're animals. This is biological. We see breast, we see wide hips, we associate that with childbearing, booty, childbearing, all that stuff. It's just the animal instincts. Different animals, different things. This is just what it is when it comes to humans. Don't get mad at us. You're trying to change what it is biologically, son. It is what it is. That's just how we are. Just like women, they look for certain things. They look for height, all that stuff for their protection stuff. It's just biological. It's just the way it is, right? And she knows that. She knows when she goes on news and she's wearing these outfits, she knows that she wants people to see the outfit and see like, oh, she's looking sexy, revealing. She knows she's trying to look sexy. She's playing this game like she doesn't know what she's doing. It's hilarious. It's freaking hilarious. Let's keep it a bed. Like I said, she's coming in the joint with a blazer with the joint completely open, with the cleavage showing, and then also cut so you can see more of the top boobie. What is the joint? I really want to see the picture of the white girl though. So I want to see how her body is. I'm betting money she ain't got no yamage whatsoever. The crazy thing about that story from Jersey, right? I doubt any men are the ones who are really complaining. Let's be honest, right? Because I know that she was making a big fuss. She was saying that a lot of people was upset about her outfits coming into work and everything, right? Even the woman right here, son, I think she's Nigerian too. Beautiful news reporter. She's a beautiful news reporter. Let's keep it a band, right? I think she is Nigerian. Beautiful Nigerian. Shout out for my Nigerian women out there. You feel me? But even with her, you seen that the comment that she was pointing out was from a woman, right? It's like men usually don't complain about certain things, right? We're not gonna email to send this stuff up like, oh, look at you, look what you're wearing, you look disgusting, and blah, blah, blah. Some men do that, right? Some men do that, right? But when it comes to really like filing reports or really going out there and doing this, men don't do that. So it's usually women, right? So even other women can realize that we know what you're doing. We know that you're trying to look sexy for attention, all that stuff. Like, women know other women. Let's keep it a band, son. They know other women for the most part. Sometimes they can try to play games and try to make it seem like they don't know what's going on. But for the most part, they know what's going on. All these women know what's going on in this situation, right? So, yeah, I'm pretty sure that's why they're trying to put a stop on it. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, is this how you want to present yourself? You can go wear clothes that are a little bit more baggy. And I want people to understand this. Wear whatever you want. Ladies, wear whatever you want. I'm going to take a gander. You feel me? If you're wearing the revealing voluptuous stuff and my son is there and all that stuff, I don't care. My son, he's not gay. Hopefully he's not gay, son. You know what I'm saying? And people going to be like, oh, listen, because I just said that, right? People going to be like, oh my goodness, are you anti-LGBTQ? I'm going to tell you like this. I don't want my son to be gay. You feel me? So if you're dressed like that and my son likes it, hey, it is it. If it helps him focus, he's getting good grades in school and everything like that, as long as it's not distracting him to the point that he's failing, I have no problems with it, man. If you want to dress like, if Dimitri want to come on there and dress like that while she's reporting the news or doing the weather or whatever it is, I have no problem with it. I think that's keeping me glued onto the TV a little bit longer. So it's good to see an attractive lady on TV and stuff. So I have no problem with it. But at the same time, there's still a level of professionalism that you have to keep. So you have to ask yourself, is this really looking professional? Stop comparing yourself to the white people. Like I said before, they don't usually have the bodies. And you know this. Let's not play these games, man. But shout out to the boy LB, man. You guys know LB. LB sent me 10,000 videos, man. He sent me these videos and I was like, yo, I gotta make sure I react to these joints in a compilation. Thank you, man. Keep sending those videos in. But yeah, man, that's all I gotta say on this, man. If you stayed this long, I appreciate you. I love you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well as with the post notification. That way, you'll be one of the first to hear the voice. Same time, leave a like, because I'm so damn insecure. And those likes definitely let me know I'm doing a stand-up job. Same time, you gotta buy the merch. Mofo, men offering females orgasm. I'm not wearing the merch right now. That's because it's laundry day. But please, show your boy love. Link in the description box below. Man, get the merch. I appreciate y'all. Same time, Discord, Twitter, Twitch, all that fun stuff. And that's all I gotta say. Peace and blessings, you ugly mofos.